Marina Rodriguez. I'm going to start that intro over because nobody wants to hear that screaming. We got Marina Rodriguez taking on Iasmin Lucindo to battle out the upper echelon of this weight class and to move some rankings around. Marina Rodriguez, 17-4 in her career, 2-3 in her last 5. She is coming off that decision loss to Jessica Andrade. Iasmin Lucindo, 16-5 in her career. She's 4-1 in her last 5. She's coming on a 3-fight win streak. Marina Rodriguez is very good. She's got good, clean boxing. She has some power for this weight class as well. Good speed, raw one-punch power, but the takedown defense just isn't great. She is tall for this weight class. She uses that length. She likes to fight technical. She likes to stay on the outside. Overall, Marina Rodriguez is a complete fighter who can either grind out a win or get a finish, but she's coming off that close loss to Jessica Andrade where she was taken down and gave up 4 minutes of control time. That was a close fight overall, but that takedown probably sealed the deal. Iasmin Lucindo will be on the other side of the cage, and she uses her speed. She uses her power. She wants to clinch, drag, get you to the ground. Once she's on the ground, she's got solid top pressure where she uses strikes to loosen you up before transitioning to submissions. Her striking is just okay. She essentially just waits for you to throw, and then she'll counter. She'll rush in. She'll look for a takedown. Her game plan is always get on top, control from there. She's coming off that win over Karolina Kowalkiewicz, where she did have 2 takedowns and doubled the strikes. Here's the thing. I think Marina's the better overall fighter. I do think she's starting to fade a little bit. I think the takedown defense is going to be a problem here. Iasmin is going to be a pick for those reasons. If she couldn't use her footwork to get away from sloppy bully Jessica Andrade, she's not going to be able to do it to get away from Iasmin Lucindo. The problem is elevation scares the absolute piss out of me, so I'm going nowhere near that 175 line when it is somebody as experienced as Marina versus somebody as green as Iasmin who needs the rappling. What do you think, Jakey Boom Balats?
First of all, I do have to mention that my, I don't know if it's my kink or if it's my thing, is definitely neck tattoos, or throat tattoos, neck tattoos, especially when you got the lips of Lucindo matched with the throat tattoo.
Dude, if she had long hair, she'd be like hot.
I mean, she already is. She's got the jawline. She's got those lips are just something to be fucking desired. I don't know if you've ever kissed a girl with big lips, but it is it changes your fucking life. It is absolutely incredible. I like Marina as well. Like I said, I hate these Brazilian versus Brazilian female fights. Do you know when the last Brazilian female to lose, or do you know who the last Brazilian female to lose was when it wasn't a Brazil versus Brazil fight? It's been a while because somebody said in the chat,
I was going to say, but Natalia is a Brazilian.
Yeah, because somebody was like, oh, Jacob's going to pick a Brazilian female. Can't wait to fade it. And I was thinking, I don't think one's lost in a while. And it was actually Luana Santos 6 weeks ago versus Casey O'Neill. I think they're 5-0, 6-0 in Brazil versus other countries.
And that was the only Brazilian woman you faded.
Yeah. So I've been doing very well because obviously I'm usually picking the Brazilian females. I had Souza versus Iasmin. I had fucking Norma Dumont. We're doing very well. So listen, Lucindo is a bully. And she is going to try to bully Marina. She wants to get in these clinch situations. She really wants to go to the ground. That's where she wants to thrive in this fight. She should want to thrive in this fight. I don't think that she's going to be able to bully Marina the way that Jessica Andrade was. Marina really struggled in that fight because she slipped in the first round, and she was really trying to grapple hard against Jessica Andrade in that first round to get back to her feet. And I think that's why she gassed. And towards the last minute of the second round, last minute of the third round, you saw her really struggling to try and get away from Andrade. And we've seen Andrade, that's what she does. She is just non-stop forward, in your face with pace, with power. Lucindo is kind of more not all in your face, and she will stay at range, and she will try to just throw these big bombs. People are going to figure out very quickly in this fight that Lucindo is a fucking terrible striker, because Marina Rodriguez is not a terrible striker. She is very, very good at range with her kicks, with her snipes, was hitting Andrade with these beautiful 1-2s. Andrade just really was able to eat those shots. I think Lucindo is really going to fucking struggle closing the range, and if she does not get a takedown early, I think she could get absolutely smoked in this fight. I'm going Marina Rodriguez because I think it's going to be mostly striking. Lucindo's going to struggle closing the range, and on the feet, when these gals are are standing face to face, you're going to see that Marina Rodriguez is like 10 times the fucking striker Lucindo is. So if Lucindo can get this to the ground, she definitely can dominate there and wear down and win this type of fight. But, every fight starts on the feet. I think she's going to struggle to close the range. I'm going Marina Rodriguez.
It's not. Listen, I don't hate that pick. Obviously, I'm on the other side, but I'm not touching the. I'm not betting. The odds are crazy because Iasmin's relatively untested, and Marina is good. And she lost to Jessica Andrade, former world champion, and Jessica's not great. And
Amanda Hebos has one loss at 115 pounds. She's 6-1 at 115 pounds.
Marina slept.
She's
her, right?
going to. Slept her. It was a standing TKO.
Oh, okay.
It was a fucking standing TKO.
Sorry.
The future world champion, maybe even 2 division champion, Amanda Hebos, her only loss at 115 pounds against Marina Rodriguez. How good is Marina Rodriguez? You know what I mean? She's old too, though.
I think she's very. That's the problem. I think she is starting to fade. That is the problem.
I don't think she's fading. She was landing good shots. She just was getting a little tired from the pressure. She was looking good on the striking against Andrade.
Yeah, Andrade is a little bit. It'll be interesting. I'm curious to see how this fight plays out. Not touching it. You don't have to bet every single fight because this is the exact type of situation where like minus 175 should be obvious. She's got the wrestling, and then Marina's going to look great, touch her up, dance around in circles, and everybody's parlay is going to be busted. Like this is a fight you just got to leave out of there.
And I haven't bet Marina either. There's a lot of these fights I think are going to be good fights. I think this could be either way that I'm just going to elevation this card. I'm kind of staying away from this card. I got my spots and then I'll let everything else go. Cuz if this was a normal fight card, I feel like I would put a little bit of action on Marina, but I'm just going to stay away from it.
I agree with you. Elevation is a concern. I'm worried about it in certain fights. I'm not broad statement worried. Like you seem to be broad statement. Like this whole card could be a fucking anything could happen.
Oh yeah.
Which I get, but I'm not broad statement worried. I'm individual game plan, individual fighter worried. Like Iasmin worries me, but then if I look at when we break down the next fight, that elevation is not going to worry me there. But if you do want to check out the picks, the bets, the round line leans, and everything else, WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. It's only $10. For an entire month. That'll get UFC 307, 2 fight nights, and UFC 308. And listen, before your outburst, you kept referencing birthday. You never referenced it was to go for your birthday. You never referenced it. Because that would be a different situation. Because I remember how hurt I was when you didn't come to my birthday party 10 minutes away from your house. And if you said you want to go to Vegas for my birthday, it would have been a different conversation with me and Tiff, for sure. Can you admit you didn't reference your birthday?
It's 3 days after my birthday.
Okay. What day is my birthday? What day is my birthday? I'll give you 3 days plus or minus.
June 5th.
No.
It is.
I swear to God it's not June 5th.
June 8th.
Swear to God it's not June 8th.
Am I trying to guess the right day?
You had the month correct, and you were very thoughtful in the UFC and all of that. So you remembered the month for my birthday and said, let's do this. Anyway, I pride myself on being a good friend, so it does hurt me a little bit if that whole thing was sincere, that I just wanted to go for my birthday and Angela wouldn't come with me. If that was the case, I would have been a very different conversation at home to say, Tiff, I know I've been gone every single week for the last month and I'm going to be gone a lot more, but I need to go to Vegas for Jacob's birthday. That would have been a different conversation. I'm here for the boys. If I'm anything, it's a good fucking friend. And you have to know that. And I don't look like a Costco, guys. This is the second person that said, first of all, they're
boom.
They're dude. We went hunting the other day, and I was rating birds boom or doom, and then shooting, and I missed every single one of them. And I was like, "Fuck, this would have been awesome if I got one of these." This one's a doom. Fuck. All right, we gotta move on.